Hello YouTubers and welcome to Memory Card. After doing several From Concept to Consoles, my gaming history show for those who don't know, I realised I knew a ton of forgotten gaming trivia, but no way to share it. Thus, Memory Card was born. The show where we dust out the cartridge and jog your memory files on some forgotten gaming trivia. Today, we're speeding through Green Hill Zone, going into the depths of Sonic's history. Did you know that Sonic's first appearance wasn't in his own game, or even on the Mega Drive or Genesis? In April 1991, a game known as Red Mobile was released to arcades. It was a fairly standard racing game in which you drive non-stop across the USA. However, do you recognise that air freshener? That's right, it's Sonic. His own game wouldn't be released till June later that year. But, as fate would have it, the same thing happened when Sonic made his 3D debut. Due to many complications surrounding his Sega Saturn games, Sonic's first 3D appearance was a mini-game within the Christmas edition of Nights into Dreams. In the West, it's long been known that Sonic's favourite food is chili dogs, mostly due to the comics and TV shows. But it wasn't until Sonic and the Black Knight that this was officially confirmed by the games and made canon in the East. Since then, chili dogs have made more appearances. But the main thing about Sonic and the Black Knight is the odd musical choice. The menu music for the game is actually "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," played on guitar. Amy Rose first appeared in the games for Sonic CD and has since become a staple character within the series. But her origins actually come from an old Sonic the Hedgehog manga by Kenji Terada. Within the manga, Amy is the girlfriend of Nicky the Hedgehog, who has the power to turn into the superhero Sonic and fight against Dr. Eggman with his friends, Tails, and the original version of Charmy the Bee. Her design was then adapted in 1993 for Sonic CD by Kazuki Hoshino. Sonic has had an incredible amount of continuity. Let's try and count how many there are. First, there is the games, followed by the TV shows, but of course each TV show has a different story, so the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sat.AM, Sonic Underground, they all count as different ones. Oh, and then there's Sonic X, and that Japanese Sonic anime too, which of course became a film over here and had some changes but didn't really, and there was 2 versions released of it. Then there's the comic books, where there's 3 different main ones I can think of: the Archie series, the UK Fleetway, the French Sonic Adventures, plus there's that manga, and then there were some other mangas later on, but then there's the fact the original Western continuity was different from the East, but then it became the same sort of, but Sonic 06 gave a different version of Blaze from the future, but not a different universe. So does that mean that there's 2 Sonic game worlds, or just 2 different Blazes? And if there's 2 different Blazes, how does that work? Then Sonic 06 was wiped from history, except it never actually happened, so it was in the future, but not in the future. Oh, and God, and then there's the alternate worlds in the comics, the anti-freedom fighters, Sonic, all those odd comics. But then the Archie series is sort of a continuation of Saturday M, but it's not at the same time. And then do the Mario and Sonic games take place in the same universe or a different universe? The same universe as Super Smash Bros? But then in Super Smash Bros everyone's a trophy, not the real character, so is it the real Sonic? What universe does Sonic All-Stars take place in? The same one as Sonic Drift? Why is Sonic in a car? Is Wreck-It Ralph canon? Do the storybook games count? Sonic Christmas Blast and Princess Sally's some what? Ah! Okay, I think I'm good now. Did you know Sonic also nearly had a sister? In 1993, a localization of Popful Mail was announced. The game was messed with Super Mario Bros. 2 style, replacing all the cast with the Sonic characters, including Sonic's long-lost sibling. Sister Sonic would have been the first Sonic RPG, something that wouldn't be explored again until 2008 with BioWare's Sonic Chronicles. The game was ultimately cancelled, when several angry fan letters were sent to Sega asking for a more direct port of the game. Popful Mail was later released properly for the Sega CD. Well, that's all for this episode of Memory Card, but stay tuned because we'll be back soon with more gaming trivia. Those interested in video game history might like to check out my gaming documentary show, From Concept to Console, where we look at the history of games. We'll soon be taking a very in-depth look at the most famous cancelled Sonic game, Sonic X-treme. Remember to subscribe, like and comment. A lot of work goes into making these, so it'd be very much appreciated. So long everybody, until next time.